Well, hey there. Hey, it's Bear. Look here, it's Tuesday. It's time for some camp cooking. And today we're going to do one of Lydia's recipes from Lydia's Italy on PBS. And actually, her video for this, I found it on YouTube. So anyhow, we're going to do sausage and peppers. Well, here's her recipe. And what I've got here today is a slight variation because I don't have the cherry peppers, the pickled cherry peppers that are in that recipe. That she said were a little bit hot and a little bit vinegary. So I have some crushed red pepper and a little bit of vinegar to replace those. And then we've got the olive oil, the sea salt, peppers, mushrooms, an onion, garlic, and the Italian sausage. So let's get to cooking. Well, first things first, we need some fire. So, some of y'all asked me about these. Nathan 4071, I believe, on YouTube. He sells the ferro rods on eBay. There's links on his channel. Alright, so first thing we gotta do is we gotta get that sausage searing off. A little bit of olive oil. And if you wanted to stretch this meal, you could cook some rice or some pasta to go along with the sausage. But I'm gonna cook 2 sausages. So there we go. We just let those start browning up and we cut our vegetables now. Alright, so we're gonna use the handy old Buck 110 to cut up our veggies today. You know, I've used a summer sausage to do this recipe when I was going to be out on the trail for a day or two before I cooked it and didn't have refrigeration for my sausage. And that comes out pretty nice also. Now Lydia cut everything in nice hearty chunks, so that's what we're going to do. I think maybe 4 for this onion. And she actually left the root onion attached. She had a little bit smaller onion and quartered them. Left the root end attached so they would stay in nice big chunks in the pan. Sausage cam. Whoa, don't go too far, sausage. Alright, one side's caramelized. Now we're going to work on the other. Let's see here. Peppers. Now, I love these little mini peppers for camp cooking. Man, these are great. You can just pick out what you need to go in your bag, and they'll stay, they'll stay good as long as you leave them whole like that for a little while. But that way, you can just pack as many as you need into your food bag without having to take a giant bell pepper that you might not need all of. Or you can break these down into a couple of servings for a few different meals. And we're just going to get rid of those ribs and seeds. That's all we're going to do. In half, ribs and seeds. I might cut this one in half this way. It's kind of long. Do 4ths. So there we go. We end up with about half and half pepper and onion. Maybe a little more onion. I got 2 mushrooms. And same thing with these. We want nice big pieces so we have some good texture in the dish. Nice thick cuts on your mushrooms today. Well, she's no chef knife, but she gets the job done, y'all. I'm gonna check the sausage. Alright, so at this point, we're going to pull the sausage, and I'm going to wrap these guys up and just let them continue to cook in their own residual heat for a few minutes while we start the vegetables, and then we'll add them back in. So I'm going to add a little more olive oil, and we'll go in with those onions first. A couple more crushed red pepper flakes. Uh-oh, we ran out of gas, y'all. That's always a concern when I'm out backpacking. Just to make sure I carry enough fuel with me if I'm cooking with a stove like this. Well, smaller for backpacking. All right, where's my onion? These stoves are hot. It didn't take but a second to start cooking away again, did it? The onions are picking up that char from the sausage. Looks like we could use maybe a touch of oil in the pan. And I'm gonna get the peppers going. I'll put them right up on top. Give everything a little hit of salt. Oh yeah, peppers are starting to sweat, y'all. All right, let's get the mushrooms in. I'm gonna give the mushrooms a little hit of salt. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic. Woo. You know, when Lydia talked about this dish, there was something she was really specific about. And that's that this isn't an Italian dish. This is an Italian-American dish. That's right. We got a little fusion action happening here. And I got a little something about it on the recipe here that she talked about. So what Lydia says is, I'm sure all of you have some version of sausage and peppers. This one's easy to make and the sausages remain juicy. The idea is to cook the sausages and vegetables separate and then combine them at the end. As much as sausage and peppers seem quintessentially Italian, peppers are a New World product. And they were only introduced to Italy after the discovery of the Americas. Italians quickly made them their own and incorporated them at their table. So when they came to America as immigrants, peppers were abundant and used with excess in many of the Italian-American dishes. And now you find this dish at most Italian street fairs all across the country. Juice from the sausage. I'm going to take and cut my sausage before I throw them back in. I'm going to cut them down into fourths. That way we can kind of check our cook on them, see how much more they need to cook, if any. Oh yeah, I think they're about there. I made this dish for my family at home in the cast iron skillet, and boy, it was a big win. I think I'm going to take that piece of foil and just tint over and let them cook for just another minute or two. But you know, speaking of the foil I'm using, you could easily do this as a foil pack over the fire. Maybe brown off your sausage on the grill over the fire first and then put everything in the foil packet and finish cooking it. But it would be awesome over the campfire like that. When I made it with the summer sausage, I actually used a foil pan so I could roll it up and put it in my trash when I got done and not do dishes. All right, let's get it on the plate. That's what I'm talking about. Get you in for the close-up. Oh yeah. Get all those pan juices in there. Wow, look at that. That's some awesome camp cooking there. You know we got to give it a taste. Oh man, let's see what we've got here. And you know, if you're one that likes a nice adult camp beverage, this is a hearty meal that will really stand up to a nice red beverage or a nice brew of choice. Pepper, mushroom, onion, sausage. There we go, y'all. There's the bite. A little bit of everything. Why ruin this with pasta? That's a happy plate of food. And we'll see you on the trail.